Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm bringing you something different, and I'm going to be doing an album review. So I haven't done one of these in a really long time. So the album that we're going to be talking about today is one of my favorite hard rock / heavy metal albums of all time, by my all-time favorite band, Godsmack, and we're going to be talking about their 2003 album, FACELESS. Now, I will give you a fair warning now. Because I am a Godsmack fanboy. I love this album to death, and it's just an all-around fantastic record. And if you're a fan of Alice in Chains or Metallica or Seether or what's another band I can compare them to? Early era Disturbed. Give Godsmack a chance, man. So, where to begin with this masterpiece of an album? Yes, I called it a masterpiece. Really, there's not a single weak moment on this entire album. You have great songs on here like Straight Out of Line, which was a single. Another single was I Stand Alone. Dead and Broken and the song I Am are fantastic. Don't really hear people talk about those songs all that much. The title track, FACELESS, is fantastic. Serenity is the ballad on the album, and honestly, it's one of Godsmack's best closing tracks since, I want to say, Voodoo on the self-titled debut. And it is just an all-around great ballad. The music video as well for Serenity or no, I'm thinking of Voodoo. The music video for Voodoo is very interesting. But anyway, alright, so another song on here that I'm going to talk about is I Fucking Hate You. Now this song is literally it's definitely one of Godsmack's angriest tracks in their never-ending list of songs. Well, I shouldn't say never-ending, but I Fucking Hate You reminds me of like something that Five Finger Death Punch would do, because definitely back in the early 2000s, from 98 to about 2003, I honestly would say Godsmack was doing the Five Finger Death Punch thing before Five Finger Death Punch ever existed. Of course, after this album, Godsmack came out with their fourth record, and they dialed everything back a little bit. And then the following year released their greatest hits. And then in 2007, we got Five Finger Death Punch. But this album was released on April 8th of 2003, and the studio of which it was recorded at was in Miami, Florida. The Hit Factory is the name of the studio that it was recorded at, and producers are Soli Erna and David Bottrill. Yeah, Bottrill. Genres that this album is under is new metal, grunge, post-grunge, industrial metal that I don't really agree with, alternative rock, heavy metal, hard rock, okay, yeah, it's kind of interesting that industrial metal would be in the genre description. That's interesting. But anyway, yeah, and you can tell with the first 3 Godsmack records that Alice in Chains is all over their albums. Although I'd probably say this one leans towards more probably Metallica more than Alice in Chains, probably, considering, you know, how heavy it is. That's just what I think. And this is hands down Godsmack's best album of their early material. And then, of course, in 2010, we got the Oracles. They went right back to stuff like this, more straightforward, heavy metal type of stuff. So, yeah, really great album. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, for sure. Perfect score. And an album for me that has stood the test of time. I have been a Godsmack fan probably since I came out of the womb, probably. I know my first concert was when I was 12, and I saw Godsmack when they were still writing heavy shit, and they opened up for Motley Crue. I will never forget that show. It was fucking awesome. But, yeah. So, Faceless by Godsmack. Check it out if you haven't already. And again, if you're a fan of Alice in Chains, it's all the more reason to listen to Godsmack, because Soli has said in interviews that, oh, and also, if you're a fan of Metallica, hands down, check out Godsmack, because Soli has said in numerous interviews that James Hetfield and Lane Staley are 2 of his influences, and yeah, you can definitely tell with this album as well, in my opinion. So, that is my review for the 3rd Godsmack album. Let me know what you guys think. Are you a fan of Godsmack? Do you have any of their albums? All that good stuff. And let me know what's your favorite moment from this album. And share some Godsmack memories in the comments below as well. So, I will see you guys next time, and I will return to you with a re-review of When Legends Rise. A completely different album than this, so, yep. See you guys next time.